Yo, what's good? It's your boy Jiggsaw Blue, back with another episode of Jiggsaw and Company, up in the 2-6. I'm here with the guy coming up and coming. Or I ain't gonna say up and coming, he's already here.
Okay.
Riko With A K.
What's up?
What's going on, my guy?
What's good? Not much, man. Just chilling.
Alright, man. So, I linked with you from Clark. Clark, he's been on the show. He's, good people. So, how did you link up with Clark?
Well, actually, like high school. So I've known him for a good little minute. But how we formally started like working with music, it was through Majestic. They were about to go on tour, the Fayetteville tour, and I just hit him up and asked him about it. And me and Clark, we just started talking business, and ever since then, like that's big on me. Like,
big on me. So you said high school. So because I know Clark, he's not 2-6, but he's been 2-6. So you from the 2-6?
I was born in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Maybe when I was like 10, I moved here to North Carolina. So I was born in Miami, raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Like that's where I started my music. That's like the values. Like that's what I know. So yeah, East Smith High School. I graduated from there.
Hey,
so
what year?
2012.
Okay, you younger than me.
What year did you graduate?
Oh no, I didn't go. I didn't go to Smith, but I knew that was my area. I knew people from over there, but that's why I wanted to go.
I feel that.
I see you, Tina. So this has nothing to do with the interview or whatever, but you go to Miami. Where's the first restaurant that you would go to?
It would have to be like it's like a corner store, and it has like all the Cuban food that you could think of, and there's like this little Philly cheese steak that is just to die for. Got little onions in it. That's yeah.
So if I go to Miami, what do you know the name of it, or is because
lucky you can catch it on every corner.
Okay.
Like this is if you're in the right neighborhood, you can catch it on every corner.
Okay, it's lit. All right, so you started doing music with Majestic, brought you in with Clark. What was your favorite part of working with them? Like, what made you want to work with them even more?
I think because when you think about the music industry, you can't trust anybody. That's like real shit. And so knowing that I knew these guys since like 11th, 12th grade, like it's just I felt comfortable. I felt like every time I came in the room, if I was to rap something, everybody would hype me up. They would give me that love and encouragement that I really needed, that I wasn't getting from other like labels or groups at that time. So yeah.
So it hasn't been no friction or anything to make you be like, okay, yeah, they got their own thing going. I'ma leave off and do my own.
Nah, I've never had any problems with anybody because I do my own thing regardless. That's just the type of person that I am. I get my ass up and I book my shit. I don't wait for anybody to do anything, and I think that's the number one thing. So yeah,
I can respect that because you got people that you wait. I gotta wait on you. I gotta wait on this. I gotta wait on that. I would rather work with somebody that will go out there and get it on their own. So, shit, meet me halfway. Meet me halfway. Do you remember the first song you made?
Ooh, very first song I ever made. Ooh, like recorded or just wrote?
Both.
Okay, first song I ever wrote. It was called "The Life of a Teenage Boy." Don't laugh, man. I was in the 10th grade. No, I was a freshman in high school actually, and I wrote it out. It started off as a poem, and then I just made it into a song, and that just from there I was like, yo, I want to do music. So that's how it started. But first song recorded, it was a song. It was called "Hard to Get," and it sounds so horrible. Like it sounds really horrible.
Like the song or the quality, because it is a difference. I've done music.
Being that was like my first like rhyming song, low key, the rhymes were very elementary. Like it was so elementary. Like I was trying to think of it, I can't even think of it, but.
So when you was rapping back then, were you rapping about stuff that you heard about, or you was just rapping about your life?
At that point, I didn't know what I was rapping about. I was just putting shit together.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm a great writer. Because I started off singing as well. So I'm a great writer altogether. I know how to formulate a great ass song. But as far as rapping and my material, what I was actually rapping about, that didn't start kicking in until like 2007, 2009. I wrote I skipped like 2 whole like years. But I wrote a freestyle to Kanye West's New Slaves.
Okay.
And when I did that, I had a show. And I played it for them. They were like, yo, we want you to close out the show. Like, we want you to, like, do it. And I'm like, okay, well, great. And then from there, I, like, started noticing, like, wow, I'm actually kind of, like, good at this. I'm good with the flows. I'm good with, you know, like, just spitting. So why not, like, go full force?
Yeah, that's where it's at, man. Because once you believe it, because a lot of people don't, like, they have the talent, but it really takes, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2 people outside to believe in them to make them really want to push it.
That's on some real action. I'm glad you said that, because it took for me to believe in myself. Everybody around me said, like, Riko, you're great, and da-da-da-da. Like, I heard it a lot, but I didn't believe in myself. And until I started investing that time, like, mentally, for real, like, what exactly, tell a story real quick. I was probably, like, 14, just started doing music, and I met this woman that I wanted her to, like, develop me as an artist. And she said, when you die, what do you want to be known for? Take your time on answering that question, but when you give me the right answer, I will work with you. But until then, I will not do anything. And so it took me months. Like, I sat there and I, like, waited, and I thought to myself, like, what did I want to be known for when I died? Making great songs? No, I want to make an impact. I want to change the world. You know, I want to bridge a gap between, and this is about to get real as fuck, and this is real because people don't have these types of conversations, and I'm glad we are, and I'm about to throw a rich ball at you, but I want to bridge a gap between homosexuality and hip-hop.
Okay.
Because right now, in Fayetteville, North Carolina, I'm the only person that's doing it. I had to go to Atlanta to really, like, do my shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's different, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man, because I never, because when you think about hip-hop, you never think about that. That never formulates, but it happens a lot, and it's not brought to the forefront. And much respect to you, bro. Like, I salute it. If you're doing what you're doing and you have a passion for it and you are comfortable with it and you're not forcing it on anybody, I respect it.
I think that's the number one, because even with the guys, like, people knew, but I don't force it. Like, I'm chill. This is how I am 24/7.
I promise you, I would have never known.
Yeah, so, like, when it comes to that, for so long I hid that. I hid parts of myself. But as soon as I woke up and said, you know what, I need to take the reins of my life. I don't give a fuck. You are not an artist to me if you cannot accept or handle your own truth.
Facts.
And that's where me being an amateur to me, like, now, like, I can write you some shit that'll hit you, but we in 2 different spectrums of the world. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I feel like I'm preaching.
Hey, man, look, you gotta talk your truth, and that's why I try to preach to the youngest that's around me. You gotta live your truth. If you don't, you always gonna be wearing a costume, wearing that mask, and you're not gonna be as happy as you're supposed to be. And from the looks of it, you out here living your best life. That is crazy.
But the thing is when it comes, for so long I hid my sexuality because my talent speaks for itself.
That's how it's supposed to be.
There is nothing that you just. I remember a long time ago, I went to a gay club and I tried rapping. Oh, it was so horrible. Like, people, they couldn't take me. They didn't understand me. They couldn't read me. Like, I'm walking in here, like, this is how I am. So they thinking I'm a straight dude, but inside of the gay world, they don't accept that. Like, they want to see, you know, some other shit.
Expect you a rapper, so they expect you to be
right. Like, I spit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But my sexuality, and that it proved to me that night, my sexuality has nothing to do with my art and my creativity. So.
And don't never let that shit compromise.
Period.
Never let that shit compromise. Always let your talent speak for whatever you're trying to do.
Y'all can put me on the song with the best of them, and I'll still outdo them.
Hey. I see that. I see that. I respect it, bro. The respect level has just got higher within this. So, we're going to get into your debut album, The Golden Ticket.
Okay.
It came out last year. So, how do you feel about it? Like, what led you up to The Golden Ticket?
Well, I was writing.
Hold on, before you say that, does Willy Wonka have anything to do
No,
with that?
nothing at all.
Okay, just
Willy
making
Wonka
sure.
has nothing. So basically, I was writing the album for 4 years.
Okay.
Now I told you I didn't know the material, how to, like, talk. right? So I had, not talk, but rap. I had to learn how to communicate my feelings on a beat. Like I really had to study music. I had to take my time, like and really like listen to Ice Cube and like how he told those stories, or Tupac,
great
or Biggie. Yeah, because that's what I do. I'm really not good with like metaphors and like tricks and shit motherfuckers be doing. Like I can really talk to you and tell you a story. I forgot the question. What were we talking about?
We were talking about your album.
How do I feel about it?
How did you get to like your? What was the process of it?
Okay. So when I was 20 years old, I left home for the first time. I got a job offer, and so I had to leave Fayetteville. I had to leave my mother, who was physically abused, like while I was growing up. So I was always a protector. You feel me? So me leaving was so hard. And that's where that album starts off at, where I have to leave, like I have to take this leap of faith and go out into the world and chase my dreams. Like, Mama, I love you and I want to care for you, but I can't anymore. I can't be your protector. So I started the album with that, and it spiraled into what I was going through between 20 and 24. The pain, the anger, like I had somebody like trying to kill me, like at my door, like with a knife trying to kill me. I've never had that before. Or in a club, like somebody throwing a bottle at my head because I had dropped the music video and they thought it was about them. I've never had that before. So like I really put all of my anger, instead of fighting, instead of turning around and beating somebody's ass, I sat there and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. When it's time to write this album, it's gonna be great. So that album is all anger. It is all pain. It is all frustration from beginning to end. And that's why I'm really excited for the next album, which is called The Golden Heart, because, you know, that's all love songs and all that lovey-dovey stuff. But the album name, The Golden Ticket, I started to realize with that album, you know, through all of that pain, I had to realize that I was the golden ticket. Like I already had my golden ticket. I wasn't Charlie, you know, searching for it and da-da-da-da. I had it. So now it's time for me to not question myself and go out and really do that shit. So.
And you say you don't know nothing about no metaphors or nothing. That was a whole
No, I know about it, but that's not like, you know, you have people that could come in and, you know, really like.
Spit it and all the schemes I understand.
And I'm like, nigga, like.
Like you actually sit there and think about it.
Yeah.
But not so. That's dope, man, because a lot of people don't feel like we just said, people only believe in themselves and somebody else believe it, but you saying that you had the ticket, you had to go the ticket. So you out there pushing yourself. Your first single, what was your reaction? Was there a certain reaction you was looking for, or you was just, all right, I'm gonna just throw it out there and see what it does?
On some real shit, Retaliation was my first single, and I was really angry because I had to take a break from music. Like a year break. I was in a relationship. I was like, oh, I'm in love. But I started to hear in the music world, like people saying certain things like Riko fell off, or Riko this, Riko that. And it was from people that I put on. It was from people that I helped. It was from people, I wrote your songs. Like you can't talk down or bad on me if I did all of that. And then also in that year, I had my first diss record. Like somebody wrote a diss about it. And it was really terrible, monotone as fuck, but it was just like that emotion, like wow, somebody's really coming for me. So I sat down, I had this beat for 3 months, and I just like kept thinking to myself, I think my ego get big, I guess I caught that elephantitis. And when I said that to myself, I was like, oh, this is a pocket. I'm about to come and like really deliver some shit. So I just wanted to talk shit the whole way through, like to give no fucks, because that was my problem. I always gave a fuck. I always wanted to be a perfect role model. This is the old music industry, if you think about it, the mentality. We have to be role models for little kids and stuff like that. We can't say this, but we can say this, and I try to stick by that, but I can't do that no more. Like, mama, you have to take care of your son, or, you know, whatever the case may be, so, yeah.
That's true. What was the, like you said you took a break, what did the relationship, was it like holding you back from doing your music? So like,
can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Love, and we have 2 other artists in here right now. For me, love equates music and being on that stage and being loved and adored by people. You feel what I'm saying? Like I put that on the same spectrum. For some reason, I'm weird as fuck that when I fall in love, it's like, okay, I really don't need the music anymore. Or when I have my music and my shit is going up, I really don't need this, and shit, and the relationship starts getting rocky.
So you haven't learned how to balance it yet?
Hell no. And I don't think at this point I'm going to.
You said you don't want to?
I don't want to. I'm tired.
Nah, man. I mean, it's a part of it's going to be the part of the game because I have dealt with that plenty of times within my relationship, trying to learn how to balance the two because once when you're in a relationship, they're going to question what you're doing, where you at, because everybody knows when you're doing music or even like certain projects, it's a late night, early morning type gig. So you have to, like, say, you have a passion for it. If that's your love, you're gonna have that balance. You got to find that balance, especially.
I just think at this point, relationships is just the experience that I need for new music.
Oh,
and that's just it.
I can respect that.
But I just got my heart broke a lot, so it's all good. Anybody?
Yo, this Riko. Riko.
I'm a fool. I'm sorry.
I fucks with Riko, man. Oh man. So Dum Dum.
Okay, Dum Dum.
Where's the inspiration from that?
So I was actually working with a group of people on my album, and they did some bad business with the kid. And I was listening to this beat one night, the Dum Dum beat, and shit just started to come. So I just started writing. I just wrote all of that shit down, and that's where Dum Dum really came from. I was tired of, I'm just tired of dumb motherfuckers feeling like, they have some type of say-so or some type of pull, or just, at that moment, it was the end of the year for me. I wrapped up 2019 with Dum Dum, okay? So that was my, okay, cool, bitch, I have graduated, bitch, I am here type of shit. So that's where that came from, and I was just talking shit, again.
Dope video too, by the way.
Yes, Radiancy directed the video, and also Key the artist, who is a dope ass dancer, and she's an artist. She choreographed everything, so that was amazing.
Shout outs to them.
Yes.
The video that you did with Aaron. Shout outs to Alpha.
Oh yeah, Alpha Eyes, Alpha Film.
Shout outs to my boy, man. That boy, wow.
Yeah, he's really dope.
That is wow. But yeah, man, I seen the video and I love the visual for it. I love what you were saying, and it just like you're making it your own. And that's one thing that I love about an artist, when you're not catering to the masses. You're doing what you want to do. That's why I have so much respect for Clark. That's why I have so much respect for S. Dot. These, like I said, these people that I know to and I talk to personally, you took that and you make your own. I love that in an artist. So I'm gonna just say, like I said, I'm giving you your roses now.
Thank
so
you. I really do appreciate that. I really do.
So you said, from when you dropped your album, you was writing for people. How many songs do you think you wrote in between then and now? And is there anybody that we would know personally?
Then and now?
Yeah.
Legit, in the past 6 months, I have wrote so much. So I'm gonna say then and now, man, we over 100. We're over 150. I ain't gonna say 150 now, I'm over exaggerating. But it's about 100. Cause I'm a writer. That's what I do. You feel what I'm saying? I can I'm hitting a blunt, just sitting listening to beats. I'm gonna write some shit out. It could be a hook really quickly. And that's where I started ghostwriting, because, and this has never happened, but if Clark, he's saying that, oh, I need this for my album, but none has inspired me. Hey, yo, bro, I got this hook, that I wrote, 3 years ago that you might, use for a song and might inspire some shit. So that's where it all started.
So do you have a rapper lose credibility if they have a ghostwriter in your eyes? Like, you know how they say Drake. We all know Drake is a huge artist, but they say he had a ghostwriter. Do you feel he will lose credibility from saying or having a ghostwriter, even though he's supposed to be the biggest?
I think what? Now this is another conversation that we really need to have, because a rapper, he's giving you Drake and Cardi B. We're not gonna talk about Drake. I'm gonna use Cardi B. Okay. For Cardi B, she doesn't write. She uses writers. Right. So she can always give you hits 24/7. She better always give you hits if somebody else is writing her shit. Okay. Now she's not a lyricist. You feel what I'm saying? Gotcha. So does he use credibility as a lyricist if he uses ghostwriters? To me, yes.
Okay.
Because songwriting is very important. Because I sit inside of a corner for hours at a time, and I do not get up until I have 4 perfect fucking lines. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, as far as like being a rapper or making dope music, like he's still top 10 because he makes dope music. You feel what I'm saying? But now if you say top 10 lyricists, we're in a whole different ball game.
Right.
Because that's something totally different.
I chalk it up to entertainment. Like
Yeah.
like I say like Diddy.
Why? That was the first name that popped in my head.
Everybody knows Diddy not a writer or whatever. He's a great entertainer, and that's what I chalk. Drake, he's like he won't. Like I said, I won't consider him as a lyricist. I consider him as an entertainer. Now, rapping is a part of entertainment. He's a dope rapper, but when it comes to that, I consider him as an entertainer. So. That's where I want. As far as like being a ghostwriter and writing for other people, that's something that I haven't.
But at the same time, I don't weigh. Before we get off this topic, I don't weigh. If like you were to give me a hook for a song, I wouldn't weigh that into my verse. I personally would never. Don't give me nothing for my verse. I'm gonna do my own shit. Period. Now you can give me a word or something because I'm like, I'm lost here. Like I just need you'll give me a word. Okay, cool, got you. Like I'm found. But outside of that, like I feel like with Drake, I feel like he writes his raps. He just he gets hooks. He gets choruses. He gets melodies.
So Kanye, well, from what we used to know him for, we thought he was a lyricist and like one of the greatest MCs. But then you hear that, okay, Consequence used to do some writing for him. I forgot old buddy name that he used to work with back in the day.
You're blowing my mind.
What? Cause
I ain't never heard this shit before.
For real?
Holy Bible, you for real?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people like. That's,
you knew that?
That's why.
This is a fact.
That's why. That's another reason why like him and Drake like bumping heads because Drake has did some stuff for him and it's been like I guess like that feud.
Well, if that's a motherfucking case, I need for that motherfucker to get another ghostwriter because the shit he been coming out with lately, I just have not like me personally, I haven't got into at this point.
Like,
shit.
Even if like you listen to Life of Pablo, I mean I know. As far as like on the production, that that's all him. But as far as like him rapping, he does not write all his stuff. Wow. I knew. Matter of fact, Side the Prince, he wrote he writes stuff for him too.
Wow. I don't know how to act. But I go outside.
All right, so we're gonna get back get back on track. As y'all see, his beard is luxurious. It's nice. How can I get my beard?
What do you put in your beard? Like real shit?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Some days I just go.
For real?
Like I might brush it out. I might just comb it. Sometimes I just be like, you know what? I'm about to go to work. Fuck it, and just go. So what would you recommend?
I'm not gonna
Being
lie.
that you a beard ambassador.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I started noticing that like beards was like a thing, like motherfuckers are really attracted to a beard. Like people be walking past, like damn that beard. Like that's like my number one, like how I get hit on. So I started to want to take care of it. You feel what I'm saying? And I did my research. I actually got approached by Jennifer Woodruff, who has a company called Made with Love, beard care products. She also has like skin care products, a whole bunch of stuff. But what is inside of it, like. I put it on every day. I comb my shit out, and it really has changed my beard. So like my shit, I didn't have all of this at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this, you have to think about it like a flower. Those hair follicles at the bottom, you have to water those, and it has to be the right water. It can't just be Dasani. It needs to be Aquafina. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about what you put in there. So yeah.
How long you been growing your beard out?
Not like 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I dibble and dabble. Like I know I came to the conclusion that my shit might not connect. So I learned to tame this. But as far as like like I said, put that time into it. I haven't like been committed
Something
to
else, look into other styles of beards, and also talk to your barber, and because that's something that I've learned. I used to be so scared. I just be like, just do me like this, like hook me up. But now like I know like I need for to cut this like this. I need for this to be a natural cut, because like it's just all about that as well. So like you gotta
You gotta do the research on
yeah
it.
yeah.
So Made with Love, go ahead and plug them so they can.
Made with Love. You can go to no just.
Yo, I love his energy.
But no, it's beard care products. They really do work, and I'm not like just saying it because I work for them. Like it is official.